Breaking news, a Louisiana hairstylist started cutting off the hair of an 11-year-old girl after the mother refused to pay a $25 fee for being 10 minutes late. What are your thoughts on this? Once the hairstylist finished the haircut, she began cutting off the braids. When the mother tried to stop her, she was cut on the hand and started bleeding. She arrives at 5:10 p.m. and according to this stylist, she has a 10-minute grace period and now states she charges $25 late penalty after 10 minutes, the girl's grandmother said on Facebook. So she braids my daughter's hair, and when my daughter refused to pay $25, she threatens to take my granddaughter's hair down. So my daughter and the young lady share words and she grabs scissors. My daughter is trying to get her daughter and the stylist cuts my daughter, y'all. My daughter is 6 months pregnant. The incident happened at Draft Picks Barbershop in Baton Rouge. The hairstylist
These hairstylists are getting out of control. So this mother and this stylist end up getting into it and having an altercation, and the baby braids got cut out of her head because the stylist decided that she was going to charge a $25 late fee because they showed up to the appointment 10 minutes late. Now, what I'm not understanding is once that lady would have grabbed my baby braids and started to cut, and she would have been on the floor. And I don't condone violence, but what you not finna do is play with my baby head. Now, the salon did reach out to the mother and stated that this is not how they, want their business or their clients to be treated. But baby, this stylist would have to go. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on because this ain't it, baby. You gotta come wash, blow dried, flat iron, probably a ball cap, or probably with your all the stipulations on getting your hair done these days. It is so stressful. What happened to just going to the hair salon and getting service and coming out beautiful? It's a headache. I promise you, it's a headache. You gotta have a person to be able to do your wigs, your braids, and any other thing you have, and just stick to it and don't try to go nowhere else, because trying to go other places will always get you messed up. And now you got lash techs, makeup techs. Once you find those people, just find them and stay with them, because baby, this is too much here.
Look at my face. Like I'm like, this feels like way too much hair for it to be a trim, right? Oh my God. Oh. Why you did that? Why would you do that? This me trying to laugh through the pain. Like, I literally wanted to cry, bro. Like, at this point, it was no turning back. So, of course, I had to finish the hairstyle. No, she did not give me a refund. No, she did not take anything off the appointment. Like,
my Shayla.
At this point, I was just trying to make the best. I'm really trying not to cry right here, as y'all can see. Like, oh, I was so stressed, y'all. Like, who asked for this? Like, but since it was there, I guess I just had to embrace it. And yeah, I won't be going back.
What I want to know is, was the hair industry always this cooked and we just have more access to hear people's stories now? Or has this new generation of stylists and clients just lost their minds? I just saw a story on Raw Reviews where the client gave the stylist a Lululemon gift card for payment. The gift card allegedly had $218 on it and her service was $210. So she even got a little $8 tip. Y'all know that gift card ain't have no money on it when she went to use it, right? And I swear, I'm not in the business of victim blaming, but if someone is offering you to pay you with a random store gift card, I promise they don't got it. So sorry to that stylist, because that's messed up. The client's hair came out good too. That stylist ate down. The scammers are so creative these days. But let me know what y'all think. Has the hair game been cooked that we just had no idea about it? Or have the people just lost their minds in the last few years?
This is why I prefer my old school hairstylist.
I go to an old school hairstylist. Of course, I didn't have to shampoo my hair before I came. I go to an old school hairstylist. Of course, I didn't book this appointment on a website that cussed me out and then made me pay a $50 deposit. I go to an old school hairstylist. Of course, she detangled my hair with love and care instead of ripping it from my scalp. I go to an old school hairstylist. Of course, nobody was in the chair when I got there on time for my appointment. I go to an old school hairstylist. Of course, we had great conversation instead of her talking on the phone with AirPods the entire appointment. I go to an old school hairstylist. Of course, she trimmed my hair in sections instead of cutting my hair directly across my back. I go to an old school hairstylist.
I've been with my hairstylist for the last 3 years and I'm not changing her. I've heard too many horror stories. I've had too many horror stories with hairstylists. And it's like, it took me a long time to find this hairstylist because I would always have to, find the right person. I would do style seats for a while. Those hairstyles would never come out how I would like them to come out. And I feel like a lot of the times it's on purpose. I can't explain how I think this and feel this, but you could tell I don't know how to explain it, but it's the energy behind the hairstylist that's doing your hair. People are jealous of other people, and in professional settings, a lot of people take advantage of that. Like, there's a lot of pick me and jealous women who are hairstylists. If they feel some type of way towards you, I mean, you're not going to have the greatest experience, and that's just the truth. Unless this hairstylist is very professional, but these new school hairstylists, for the most part, haven't been the most professional. A lot of them don't even have licenses. They're just doing hair because they know how to do hair. And you can tell the people who don't have their license, well, not just because they're not in a salon, but even people who are not in a salon have licenses. I've had my hair done at home by somebody who had a license. It's not about where you're located, it's about their professionalism. Do they know what they're doing? All of these things. My hair broke out 2 years ago because I let this lady do my hair, and she didn't know what to do because I was natural at the time, and she was the one who told me to get a relaxer because she didn't know how to manage my hair type. So I got an appointment with her the following week to get a relaxer, and then I don't know, it was just, I don't know, she left it in a little too long, and it was like on purpose or something. It was like at least 20 minutes she kept it in, and I think it was a little longer than that, and I was starting to itch a little bit and burn, and I was letting her know all of these things. She's like, oh, I'm coming, and then I ended up with like a blister and stuff. It was just terrible. My hair is back healthy again because I have my old school hairstylist that I have now. I call old school hairstylists people who are professional, people who go by the book. I went to cosmetology school for 2 years, so I know a little bit about what they're supposed to be doing and how it's supposed to go, all of those things. So I could just tell when somebody's not professional, and if they're on the jealousy end of the spectrum and they see you, I mean, I've never had a good experience being attractive, being exotical, and going into a black hair salon. I've been fetishized in black hair salons. I remember I went to go get some braids, and my braids had like a light brown color to it. It goes great with my skin tone. I love light brown hair on me, and it had like highlights, I think, but it was light brown. And I remember this lady just staring at me while I'm getting my hair done. And it's normal to watch people getting their hair done while you're in the salon, but the way this lady was looking at me, and then she eventually started saying something to me, like, she just kept overly complimenting me and how my hair color is so pretty with my skin complexion. Like, she was just overly complimenting me and stuff like that. And then I remember the hairstylist, I kind of looked in the mirror with the corner of my eye, and she gonna do like a little side eye, you know, the little, like the whatever look, like, you know how that and I was like, okay. And then when she was done with my hair, it didn't look the greatest at all. And, you know, the vibes check was off from the start, but, you know, I trusted her. I hope my black sisters would do me right. You know, I'm always giving people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm always ended up being disappointed because somebody's hating or doesn't like me or whatever, so they take how they feel out on my hair, and that's not cool. God forbid if I was late to the appointment or anything, I would have had a harder time. And it was just a lot of trial and error trying to find a hairstylist. Like, why is it a challenge in 2025 to find a hairstylist? It never used to be like that 10 years ago. I mean, for real. Even the hairstylist I had 10 years ago, you know how going to the salon is supposed to be a relaxing experience and everything.
One of the safest places I know as a black woman is the hair salon. There's something so healing and so therapeutic about spending your day in the hair salon, getting your hair pressed out with the hot comb and the hot curlers, the same way that our moms and our aunties and our grandmoms and their grandmothers did. It's so healing. Going to the hair salon is more than just going to get your hair done. It's a therapy session. It's a safe space to connect with other God-fearing women. It's all around just an opportunity to be poured into and to be present in the moment. The smells, the scents, the atmosphere is so familiar. Even the less exciting memories like being a kid and getting a relaxer or having to get your ends bumped under against your will. But this will always and forever be one of my favorite safe places. It's nothing like an OG black hair salon. Period. The results speak for themselves.
And the hairstylist is supposed to be giving you uplifting words and all of these things and how to take care of your hair. All of these positive things, positive affirmations, basically. But my hairstylist that I had 10 years ago, and I've had her for a majority of my childhood, my teen years. I was with her for a very long time, at least 8 years or longer. And every time I would come and get my hair done, it was always something negative that she had to say, like, because my hair was so difficult to deal with, and because I was natural, I would go from relaxed to natural constantly trying to figure out what to do with my hair. And whenever I would be natural, she would give me a hard time, like, oh, here we go, your hair's she would say something along the lines of, here we go with my difficult head to deal with. And then when I would get a relaxer from her, she would always talk shit about how, because I was very tender-headed for a long time, and I had to teach myself not to be tender-headed because it was getting on her nerves and all of these things. Whenever I would get a relaxer and I started to itch or burn, she'll be like, not that I'm weak, but she will always complain about me being a difficult client because my hair was burning too early or something like that. So it was always a negative remark coming out of her mouth with my hair. I mean, like, what kind of hairstylist does that? Talk negatively about their client's hair every time they come in? Like, oh, like I'm a burden to come in here. And it was in a joking manner for her, but for me it wasn't. Like, I was young, I was a teenager, and I was like, I'm just coming to get my hair done. I like you because you do good hair, but every time I come to you, it's always negative energy. You always talk about how my hair is hard to deal with and I'm the difficult client. And it was like in a joking way, like I'm the difficult client. But that's not cool. Like, it's supposed to be a smooth, relaxing experience. So, I don't know. What do y'all think though? What have y'all experiences been like with hairstylists? Do y'all prefer the old school, the new school way of doing things? Let me know, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Thank you for listening.